Hello.
Good morning.
Can you find which blades are the right blades?
Yep. Harvey, what did you find? Where the heck did it go? What did you find in the deck?
Something
This tennis ball.
Something that Joey ran over.
Somehow this was, what, stuck to a baffle?
It was up in between.
Never seen that before.
Here, I could show the camera. It was shoved up in here. Stuff right up in there.
That is funny. I wonder if that's where the camera is. The GoPro's up in the baffle on the other mower. Yes, I will get you the blades. I'm going to tell YouTube what we're doing. Oh, let's see. We have some new mulching blades. 21. Yeah, these ones. Some new mulching blades from Ballard. We're going to give a shot. We've always used the Ballard silver high lifts. Now we're going to try these mulchers out. See what they do for us. So Harvey will be throwing these on, and then we will show you. We already put the upgraded rubber mounts. Can't really see on that one lifted, but
The blade,
you'll see these when they come out. But these little rubber mounts do not hold up. You can see how much they sag down. So there's an upgraded product that bad boy sent to us. Now see, these are the old ones. These had like, what, 20 hours on them before we swapped them out.
half the thickness of the other blade.
Half the thickness?
I feel like they're lighter.
I'm trying to do this holding the camera. I'll show you better anyway. Anyway, these go. There's new ones of these that are more round, but they fit in there. You'll see. We're gonna do those in a minute. But for now, cleaning out the decks and throwing blades on. Yeah, let me see. These blades were in desperate need of sharpening. Let me just show you kind of the difference in blade. These aren't the Ballard high lifts. These are still the factory bad boy.
Which are fairly rugged.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, one of these bent, possibly.
Possibly.
Oh god.
Looks like that's bent. The new blade.
Am I wrong with the bad boy ones are heavier?
Possibly.
Possibly I'm wrong.
Hey, look at that. Well, I don't know how well you can tell on camera. What else is flat? This is a flat surface.
Maybe they're supposed to be bent.
Touching on the tip, touching back here, raised in the center. It's not off to a good start.
Are they all like that?
Oh yeah, you see daylight right through there.
Are you showing our OSHA approved method of lifting up the...
Yeah. Well, that's not a very good start. Look at that. No. So if that's touching in the center by the bolt hole by my thumb and then touching on the tip there, there's almost an 1/8 inch gap under there. That is crazy.
Does this mean I can't hit as much stuff?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess we'll see how they cut. All right, well, while Harvey wraps that up, I will bring you guys back when we're on to the rubber mount job. All right, we are back. Fresh blades on the little guy. Those are just a fresh set of factory blades that came with them, so I put those on. Samantha's mower, the Maverick, these two revolts, they all have those Ballard mulching blades. Just visual inspection on them, not impressed. I always try, everybody's always ragging on Ballard and saying their stuff is junk, and I always try to give the benefit of the doubt, and I always liked their blades. But yeah, not so much so far on these. Visually, anyway, now we're on to the next thing. Oh, you already got both of them off?
Yeah.
What do those things look like? Those aren't as like folded over as yours were. They must have been in a different position with the messed up threads. So good one. There.
So I just use these now.
Another good one. I have new nuts right here. This is a pretty quick process. I don't know how it'd be just trying to do it on the floor, but
it's also my second time doing it.
Yeah.
You could do it on the floor. You'd be doing it by feel.
Yeah. I mean, but if you had maybe some like car ramps or something that you could back onto, or floor jack. It just so happens we have a mower lift.
I wonder how quick you can move if it falls on me.
How quick I can move?
Mm-hmm. To get in the skid steer.
Well, I'd have to turn off the camera. Oh, I have to take them all the way out?
Kind of. It does not like having any sort of tension on.
Yeah. Well, you see what we're doing here is, we've talked about it before, but the revolts, I don't know if the Maverick, but the revolts, not the SD, but these two come standard with this striping flap, and we've always just, they're there and it is whatever. So we've never taken advantage of actually dropping them down, but we did on Harvey's, or Harvey did on Harvey's when we did his
Can you put a nut in that end one?
upgraded cushions.
Possibly. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's see. Whoa.
Oh.
Yep.
I think that's a violation of my rights.
Well, now that I'm just flopping the camera around and trying to hand Harvey his nuts and stuff, I'm going to, well, maybe I can, you can see what we're doing anyway. We're dropping that flap closer down for a better stripe. Get a couple mowers loaded, a couple mowers put away, and we'll be on to a couple lawns and tell you what we think of the blades.
They're crap.
The mulching blades worked alright, pretty good. Everything's tall today. I wasn't going to video any lawns, but I am going to throw you guys on the mower because I cannot miss the opportunity to get a tall grass video for you guys. Doing it for free, absolutely free. Just kidding, getting paid because it's my business. But it's tall grass. I'm talking 2-3 feet tall. I'm going to throw you guys on the front and you can ride along with me and see everything that I hit in this mess of a lawn with brand new blades. guys, that is a wrap for today-ish. I'm gonna go mow one little gated backyard. Harvey's gonna head out. He's headed to a truck show, diesel show. So he's gonna head out a little early. We got this one here wrapped up. This is the first one of the day. Seems like today was like Harvey and I were some tall grass boys or something. You know, the old overgrown lawn videos. Accidentally. One, that's exactly what it was. It was an overgrown lawn that they just let go. While we were there mowing that one, we wound up mowing the neighbors, which wasn't very tall. She was in the middle of push mowing it, and the drive on her push mower went out, and it's a pretty steep little hill. So Harvey knocked that down for her while we were there. So yeah, we did that. The first tall one. Then the second tall one was, it's a regular customer, but a regular customer as in we do it every 2-3 weeks. So yeah, it's tall when we do it. For those of you who say, you know, oh, don't do bi-weeklies or whatever, it works out just fine. I know that one's super tall. A lot of times we double cut it, but they pay accordingly. So I mean, it makes it worth it, trust me. And then the last one you saw us mow, the real steep hill, that one is not a regular customer at all. It's just we like once, twice a year knock it down for them. And then this one is a weekly or bi-weekly as needed. This one bi-weekly really is fine because it doesn't take off and grow too much. In fact, this is pushing more of like a longer than a bi-weekly, because it would have been on the schedule a couple days ago. This is an Airbnb rental place. We pulled in, the driveway was packed full of cars, and it was probably only 4.5 inches tall. So we just decided to wait for those renters to clear out, come back and knock it down. As you can see, clearly mows just fine. But yeah, that is it for you guys for today. Like I said, I'm just gonna go mow one tiny little yard, or we mowed the yard. It's actually the first yard, the real overgrown one. They have a fenced in backyard. I was under the understanding that around the house and in there had been kept mowed, and I was just doing the big open areas and the hills. And then when I was there, she asked me if I was doing inside the fence, and I didn't have a mower that would fit. So I am headed back there. Unfortunately, now driving back kind of takes some of the profit out, but you know, you want to keep them happy. So while we were there, we actually I think we picked up another account. Samantha is going to look at another lawn, a new account tonight, in the area we're trying to push towards for building up our residential list. Got another call, so she's going to quote a lawn tonight. Yeah, we're things are happening. Finally hasn't rained for a minute. Everything got fresh blades and deck scraped. Yeah, the blades, they were getting horrible. Just trying to keep up with stuff this spring, the blades were just abused, and they got sharpened a couple times. Not how I'd normally stay on top of them, but the rain kills me. But yeah, they are good to go now. I will say, all in all, as worried as I was about the Ballard blades in that bend, they did cut pretty nice. But I wasn't like blown away, like, oh, these Ballard blades cut amazing. They just cut like a fresh set of blades. I think I'm gonna try, so I want to try mulchers again, like I had tried years ago. So we tried what you saw us put on this morning, the Ballard version. I think I'm gonna, now that I know that mulchers work for us pretty decent on the lawns we do, I think I'm gonna try some Oregon ones and go back to giving those a shot. Harvey, what'd you think? The blades cut all right?
Yeah.
I mean, we cut some tall, thick stuff.
We probably wrecked them in the first day.
I can't say that they cut, I was just saying, I can't say that they like blew me away and they cut amazing. They just cut nice, like a brand new set of blades. But we'll see how they sharpen up and see how they hold up.
See, they cut on good grass.
Yeah, yeah. We'll, once we get back on some regular grass, like when we mow the condos or something, we'll see how nice they stripe. I mean, they just striped that front lawn pretty nice, but... All right, now that I just rambled, we're gonna get Harvey home. I'm gonna go cut that little fenced in area. You guys have a good night. Peace out, YouTube.